So, Yotes win 6-0. That's another shutout for Ingram, right?
Yeah, and yet you know what they choose for the all-star goaltender? They choose Georgiev. What? It ain't easy being a Coyotes fan, but it sure isn't easy being a Coyotes fan in the middle of Alberta. To the north of me are the Edmonton Oilers, and to the south of me are the Calgary Flames. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. So join me as I talk about the 23-24 Arizona Coyotes on Season 1 of the Albertan Coyotes Fan. So stay howling and go Yotes! It doesn't matter how long or short my hair is, it just will not cooperate. It won't. Anyway, Yotes win 6-0 over the Minnesota Wild after giving up 6-2 against the Calgary Flames about 2 days ago. And before I get into everything, I just want to say, this is the Arizona Coyotes team that I want to see stick around for the rest of the season, for the rest of time. This is what I want to see. We were forcing turnovers. We were looking really good defensively. We were cycling the puck properly and also shooting at the net. Bukestad scores a hat trick. I can English. Ingram looked unreal. Unreal. If it weren't for Ingram, this would not have been a shutout. I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious. But I think this would have been a tighter game than any of us thought. But, I mean, yeah, Ingram is a big part of this game. But you can stop all the shots in the world. But you'll still end up either winning or losing in overtime if you don't score at the other end of the ice. And that's what we did. 6 goals. 2 for Keller, 3 for Bukestad, and 1 gimme. By the way, that gimme was Kerfoot. There were 2 fights in this game. The first one was O'Brien and some other Wild player. O'Brien wins that fight. That kind of set the tone for the game. So the rest of the game, we knew we were playing to win. The second fight that happened was Brown and Foligno. And Foligno won that fight. And that fight was basically for the Wild to say, yeah, okay, let's get back in the game. It was too late. Like, the most that they could hope for, quite frankly, is hopefully they score a goal so it's not a shutout. That didn't happen. It's let bygones be bygones. I can English. So they'll do their thing, we'll do our thing. Let's ride with the momentum. We play Calgary again on Tuesday. I just want to say that the broadcast did really well in one specific thing. I was kind of thrilled to see that at the end of the game. I mean, they were obviously defeated. They were homers. They were the type of broadcasters that get upset when their team loses, which, hey, look, I'm a Coyotes fan. I very much get upset when the Coyotes lose, and I kind of yell about it. But they were making really good points, very good critiques. They were explaining some things beyond the hockey game. And I think when you're so far gone that the play doesn't really matter, yeah, tell some stories. Get the people listening, even if the game that they're seeing kind of sucks. Now, there's one thing that the Coyotes do that I think it just kind of sucks. Because when you are an NHL team, you want that integrity of figuring out your style of play and playing in your style. But also winning games. That's the style you should be striving for, is winning games. And we have shown, like, I'm not about to rip on them because this game was quite frankly amazing. They played stellar. And not too long ago, we played the last 5 Stanley Cup champions, all consecutively, beat them all. And hockey is a very unpredictable sport. I get that. Why is it that we lost 6-2 against Calgary? I've been to their games. Last season, I've been to a lot of their games. And they haven't changed much from what they were. Yeah, they were mid last season too. But they're the same team, basically. They haven't really adapted into a more speed style of play. They're still slow and methodical. We should be able to beat them on that. But I'm pretty sure that with this momentum, we can carry that to Calgary and we can probably win that game. But this is the Coyotes. This is the Coyotes I've come to know for the past... I've been cheering for the Coyotes team for, 5 years now, I think. Probably a bit, 2019, yeah, 5 years. I have been cheering for the Coyotes for 5 years. And what I have come to find out about this team is it's a yo-yo organization. Because they can be the most incredible team in the National Hockey League. They can make the most spectacular plays. They can be the most dominant team on the ice. One game. Maybe 3 in a row. Who knows? And then they'll play another game and they'll look like the slowest dogs out there. We have Ingram, who is playing phenomenally. We have our violence guy, who is, quite frankly, more than just the violence guy. Keller looked back to his normal self. Bukestad with the hat trick. Why can't we be doing this every night? We have proven that we are better than that. Yeah, we struggle with Winnipeg. Who doesn't struggle with Winnipeg? They're top of the league right now, if not second. I think Vancouver overtook them today. Use this game, if any of the Coyotes are listening to this, use this game as fuel for the rest of the season. Because that's what you want to play like. Tuesday, Calgary Flames, once again. I'll be back here in this room, this boring green room. But in the meantime, stay howling and go Yotes! Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, you can hit the like button. Usually I'm angrier. I'm not angry in this one because, hey, we won 6-0. I can't really be angry at that. If you like the angry stuff and you don't like this because, oh, it's too calm for you, well, guess what? Anger isn't good for you. I can't think of anything clever to say. Anger isn't good for you. So, if you really didn't like it, I mean, you can hit that dislike button, but the like button's right over here. Is it there? Is it mirrored? I don't know how YouTube works. If you want your friends to see this, if you want more people to see the torture of being a Coyotes fan, especially when living in a province with 2 other hockey teams from the National Hockey League, you share it with your friends. And hopefully on Tuesday we don't get burned again.